Alors, baston. On va commencer, warg mort, machin, tout ça. Bonjour.
Do you serve the God King's scum? You serve the great Almira. The sallow man will want to speak with you. Take this.
He hands you a mirror of the blackest glass. The glass is black, at first, but then a sickly haze begins to form, like sand upon a pond. The haze shimmers and becomes a face, a one-faced stranger looking straight at you.
Bonjour. Musique plus 315. Oula, c'est bon ça.
You feel his hate, his avarice, his thirst for blood. God-woken blood. He does not speak, and yet he asks you who you are. You know the wrong answer will send this man, this sallow man, into a ferocious rage.
Qu'il peut aller au diable. Dans votre main. Une rage insondable, je m'en fous.
His eyes burn into yours. You feel the hot flood of his hate, his rage, his madness. And you know the Black Ring are now sworn to see you dead. The mirror fades to black.
Il vend des trucs lui là. Rien d'utile.
Fork-Tongue's lips curl into a smile.
I see that you know that I know that you know that Sallow wants you dead.
Très bien, baston. Alors Ifan, tu vas me faire un tir sur lui. Voilà, un tir sur lui. Et un tir sur lui. Voilà, bisous.
The bunny gives you a dazed look, like he's not all there.
Yeah, wow, what a shock, yeah.
Ça va?
What? Oh, hi, so, yeah, hey, here's the thing, don't get too close to the sticky out thing with the shape thing near the door, thing's dangerous, what a shock, bye.
Forme bizarre près de la porte, machin chose. Ok. Rien compris à ce que tu me dis. Alors, claque-dents et dague.
You wonder if this is what you think it is, an imp-built pocket realm. Within the Crimson Crystal, a galaxy of stars seems to twinkle, and beyond the stars lies a strange and wondrous realm. It's as you'd hoped.
Ok.
The stars swirl and move, and form a face, the face of an imp.
Salut Bully Wolf, bienvenue à toi sur le stream. Non.
The face dissolves, and the stars begin to swirl, and so too does your head, as you are taken to...
Plan de poche de Xantesa.
Within a single gem.
Ok.
Incredible.
My, a whole world inside one little glass nut. The perfect place to hide. Although would a potted plant be too much to ask for?
Merci. Ah! Ok, donc ça c'est pas à toucher, hein.
Hostile threat detected. Executing operator extirpation in 3, 2.
Ok, donc il faut arrêter cette merde.
Extirpation aborted. Returning to primary task.
Fait peur ce con.
On touching the glowing ball of light,
Ah!
text appears before your eyes. Threat de-escalated. Returning to primary task. Answer search running. What is the universe? Answer not yet found. Search incomplete. Estimated search time 358,910,227 years. Estimated search time 358,910,227 years. Abnormal seismic activity threatened primary task operations. Operator sabotage suspected. To protect core functionality and data retention, first-level security measures were activated. Operator submitted override string. Large quadrupeds are playing with the framing device. The likelihood of quadrupeds having the capacity of play was calculated at 1 in 2. The likelihood of an operator lying about quadrupeds shaking the framing device was also calculated at 1 in 2. Operator's manner and operator was identified as most likely primary threat. Extirpation was deemed the safest and most logical action. Threat de-escalated. Returning to primary task. Answer search running.
Ok. Hop. Tac. Très bien. Ok, 225 sur 300. Ok, j'ai perdu un peu de kilos. Alors, du coup, hôtel de Xanteka. Xanteza.
You reach out to touch the altar. Its cold surface a curious foil to the thrumming and clanging metal that surrounds you.
La déesse de l'hilarité. Ok. Et du coup, ce soir, Bérec, ça va être sympa, je pense. On va voir comment ils vont essayer de se débrouiller.
Your vision clouds, your head swims, and when the fog clears, you are still standing in the imp temple. You look around in confusion. This doesn't seem right. There's a cough behind you. Turning, you see Xanteza. Not some allegorical figure, not some awe-inspiring god, just her. She's leaning against one of the struts on the platform, taking you in.
Ah!
Moon.
Lootement systématiquement. Oh putain, ok, c'est pas ça que.
Yes, the others have become a little dramatic. Still, we are gods. And gods will have their games. So, I'll admit if I'm telling the truth or lying if you disown Armadia.
Deep within, you can feel your god stirring, hissing like a snake.
Oh, make no mistake. I'm not asking you to support me at the wellspring. Just not to be beholden to her. To think for yourself. To make choices that you think are right. Not what some half-dead god demands. Damned if I know. But that's the situation. You can walk away with my word, or reject your god and be sure.
Je suis curieux.
The anger that you felt just a moment ago, the unchained rage of your god, turns to ice in your bones. You can feel rage becoming something verging on hate. The quiet inner voice that you have almost gotten used to is silenced, and you feel your god withdrawing, retreating, locking itself away somewhere you cannot reach.
Thank you! I haven't laughed like that in many centuries.
Her form melts away to smoke, leaving nothing but a platform bathed in light from a huge, bright moon.
Alors c'est pas ça que j'ai... Merde. Chargé. Alors, je veux pas la renier. Hein. Je veux juste voir ce que ça allait faire. J'étais curieux. Tiens d'ailleurs Bérec, samedi prochain, le stream commencera vers 19 h. Enfin il commencera après manger quoi. Parce que j'ai les brigades du poulpe qui viennent.
The imp god rolls her eyes, throwing you an exaggerated bow before she fades to nothing.
Okay. Ça reste une déesse, hein, on va éviter de...
Its cold surface a curious foil to the thrumming and clanging metal that surrounds you. The altar sits there, a moon carved into its base. Despite your prayers...
Okay.
A chicken is not the answer.
Mais attends, je sors où là? J'ai essayé d'aller reparler au cœur du truc.
Text appears before your eyes once more. Answer not yet found. Search incomplete. Estimate.
Je sors d'où? Attendez, je vais essayer de passer là. Ah putain, ok, il y a un truc de téléportation. Ah, j'ai peur. Portail lunaire, il me semble. C'est ça. Hop. Combien ça vaut cette merde du coup? Gros rubis. Sérieux?
You approach an undead, standing proud at the lip of a broken bridge. Understandably fearless of the fatal drop, She gazes into the lava sputtering below, turning...
Good riddance to bad rubbish, eh? Only thing I like less than Black Ring are trolls. God-woken, are you?
Oui.
I thought so. I see it on you like an aura.
Ok, eh ben heureusement qu'on le voit pas nous, parce que c'est un
I
peu
see
bordélique. Hein.
such things, for I am the Watcher. And I seek such things, for I am a seeker. The Meister.
She bats one's skeletal hand in a truly derisive fashion. Her crackling laugh sounds like dry leaves whirling in the wind on an autumn night.
The Meister's ragtag band are but a pale imitation of the tradition they sought to revive. I am one of the original seekers.
J'aime beaucoup son
We
armure.
swore to be knights
Très
of the
classe.
council. Together, we failed. But still, I try. Alone. Unless
Détourner sa menace, sauf si je vous dis n'importe quoi.
the Knight of Duna has been cursed. Void runs through his veins where source once flowed. I am sworn to protect the council and all within it. But that same oath renders me unable to lift a blade against him.
Le chevalier de Duna, c'est lequel?
Release the knight's good spirit from his corrupted shell, God-woken. Do this, and I will gift you with the last standard of the original Seekers. If you seek ascension, it could help you
Okay.
greatly in the trials along the way.
Plus d'infos?
Silence greets your question. This silence lasts quite some time.
La
Just when you're about
chieuse.
to break it, she speaks.
That question is unbefitting of a God-woken.
Bah. Ah bon.
Trust that when you offer your help to those in need, the help you receive will be what you need in turn.
Oui, 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 oui.
Will you aid me? Will you take down the corrupted Knight of Duna? My thanks.
Oui, oui.
And the
oui.
thanks of Duna's knights too. In life I knew him well. He would hate to be like this.
Très bien. Bonjour. Ça a pas l'air de...
My word, a god woken. I'm almost honored. There are precious few things in this world that elude me, but divinity is very much one of them.
Oh, il y a du stuff. Il a du stuff, ce sac à merde. 4 en perception, quand même. Putain, vache. On voit la patate, hein. Dag, machin, ok. Bon, qui est
I am a man with no name. They call me the Shadow Prince, but that is rather dramatic and, in fact, rather incorrect. For what I truly am is the House of Shadows itself. That is my role and my purpose. I see the great games in motion, allow them their flux when they advance for good, cut them short when they advance for evil. Even if that means doing evil.
Mm-hmm.
As such, I am here to cut short a very ancient evil indeed, and would welcome the aid of one as formidable as your divine self. You're too kind. One would prefer a more idyllic setting than this, but let me regale you with a story.
Vas-y, je t'écoute.
Once upon a time, the race of lizards was so much more than what we are now. We were dragons once. Great red dragons.
Mm-hmm.
No one remembers this, but the elves are our guild. As dragons, we almost wiped them from the face of the earth. We were stopped, and we were punished.
D'accord.
I know not how.
Or que
but
les elfes,
someone
en vrai,
took away the fire
zigouiller,
that made us
ça m'a pris.
dragons. Wings clipped, we became lizards. But there was a reason our dragon ancestors wanted to destroy the elves, for they too had a plot for world domination, at the expense of all other races.
D'accord,
And
tiens.
while they were punished,
Et dire qu'on me disait que c'était les nains qui voulaient faire ça.
spared. The elven scions are the key. After their deaths, the powers and souls of scions linger on in the vast and ever-growing network that connects all of the ancestor trees. We discovered that once the network will be large enough, dryads will sprout from these roots, equipped with the memories, experience, and enormous powers of generations of elves. A vast, invincible army that will obliterate everything in their path. It will be the end of all other races. I've been trying to stop them for years. Now I'm close to ending it all. For good.
He hands you a wooden box, its surface dull to the touch. A vague sickness overwhelms you. There's death.
Oh les salauds! Qu'est-ce que je fasse avec ça?
The heart of the vile elven network is the mother tree. She is rooted on this island, and I believe she is aiming to extend her roots into the powers of divinity that lie here. The powers you seek. Place this box at the heart of the mother tree and return to me when you've done so. I'll take the conscientious objector. How very tedious.
Ouais, enfin non, je peux y foutre le feu, mais du brouillard mortel, c'est vénère ça, gars.
I said that what eluded me is divinity, not the power to kill divinity.
Ok, en fait, je lui aurais proposé tout bêtement de faire ça autrement, hein, si vous voulez vraiment, on aurait pu s'arranger, mais pas du brouillard mortel, non, c'est une saloperie sans nom, ce machin.
He whistles for his assassins.
Shadow to shadow.
Très bien, mais c'est pas grave, tu vas mourir. Et genre, t'as des assassins dans le tas, ils sont où?
The air is thick with heavy flakes of ash. The altar before you seems to radiate heat as you approach. There is a blinding flash, and you are surrounded by flame. It licks your skin, enveloping you, but does not burn. Looking up, you see Zor Stissa sitting on an ember throne, surrounded by faintly glowing stars. Her eyes are mocking and angry, but you can see that her scales are starting to flake and fall.
Weakling! You have wasted my time by coming here.
What?
My champion will ascend at the wellspring. No other can overcome trial by flame. There is no challenge, Godwoken. There is only flame. My chosen will overcome.
The lizard slams her fist against her throne, sending embers flying. One of the stars above her ignites, wreathing itself in flame.
Oula.
The flames around you flare, and you're enveloped in an inferno. The fire rips through you, scorching your flesh and burning your clothes. The vision fades, leaving only the blazing fire, a glowing sun emblem on the altar, and the echoing laughter of a malicious god.
Salope. Alors, voyons voir ça. Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette merde? Ah, elle me fout en feu en permanence en fait. D'accord, la salope. Tiens, tu peux me foutre un coup de froid s'il te plaît? Merci. Ok, ça n'a servi à rien. Eh ben écoute, tu poses ça, tu poses ça. Et fais tomber la pluie. Et voilà. Merci. Voilà. On va me faire chier, non?
Reading of the wonders of Zolstissa, it's clear where her people get their feelings of supremacy from.
D'accord. Ok, alors un truc un peu méchant par là. Qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? On a un crabe. Un Pyréo le droit. Oh merde.
You there! Prithee, goodly traveller, might I prevail upon you to answer a question? You see, I am on a mission most grave. I seek a sorcerer most foul, most reviled, most feared. Her name is...
His pincers scissor wildly.
Septa the Ineffable! Have you heard tell of this wicked beast on your travels? Dead? Incredible! You met Septa with naught but your fleshly carapace to commend you, and you emerged victorious.
J'ai même gardé ses pinces en souvenir.
Your
À toute première île.
must be many. You are a model of your kind, and even more incredibly, of mine. Take this, a carapace of your own, to protect you from dangers great and small.
He reaches out and tentatively pokes a bit of your tender flesh.
Use it well, and my thanks to you, good knight. May our paths cross again soon. Imperio, away!
Très bien. Bah, comment il se barre ce con? Oh ce bouclier d'enfoiré. Putain. Repousser les ennemis ainsi que les ennemis à terre ont jugé par son... Waouh, il est fumé ce machin.
Countless symbols cover the stone tablet's surface. Forging, you make out one ruined line.
Une pierre
The
brûlante à la
champion
gueule
must
du
offer
dragon.
a burning stone to the dragon's mouth.
Pierre brûlante.
The cultist was ordered to reach the nameless isle and pass the dragon's test. It required placing a fire rune on the proper altar.
Ok, donc là-dedans, il faut mettre une rune de feu. Alors, scindé. Porte grande taille. Je vais voir si ça change quelque chose. Je vais voir si ça change quelque chose de mettre une petite ou une grande. Alors, si je mets la petite.
You place the offering deep inside the dragon's mouth. Something in the dark seizes your wrist. The grip tightens to sheer agony. Cold metal presses against you to soothe the ache. When you reach for it, your fingers catch on a pair of greaves. As you pull the armor free, the bitterness of betrayal cuts through you. Ash clouds the room, hot as a forge. You stand high on a black cliff housing Zolstissa's temple. Other lizards scream, declaring you a blasphemer.
Rien à foutre.
I see you. And inside you is the strength I've been looking for. Patience. You must prove yourself worthy of such answers. You must find the temple where the Devara's loyal servant was abandoned. I will draw strength from there to speak again.
The vision fades. The cave's sharp chill returns, and with it, a cold aura takes shape behind you.
Yes. Alors. L'éminence du dévoreur. 3 de consti, 2 arts de la guerre. Ok, bon, allons-y.
The altar before you seems relatively bare. There is no inscription to a god and no offering placed. All you can see is a smear of blood on its surface and a hollow that seems to call for something. You feel an invisible hand grab you by the throat. Cold, unseen lips brush your ear. You can't make out any words, but you understand what you're hearing. Whispered tears, screams in the dark. Blood, pain, blood, blood. The hand releases you, and you stagger back, gasping. The altar watches you silently. It's waiting.
On va foutre des choses. Tiens, voilà du sang.
The altar before you seems relatively... All you can see is a smear. You feel an invisible... You can't make out... The hand releases...
Mais... Je viens de t'enfiler du sang, qu'est-ce que tu me fais chier? J'aurais préféré une arme à deux mains, mais bon, tant pis.
Embedded in the stone stands an ancient and venerable sword, as sharp and as strong as the day it was made.
Coucou Kazé, comment tu vas? On va jouer au roi Arthur.
It feels good, cool to the touch, and a perfect fit for your hand. The sword does not budge. The sword slides smoothly free, but the silence of the cave is broken by the clank and whir of machinery. Uh-oh.
J'aimais le ah-ah. Bonjour.
The ghost stares right through you, a horrified look upon her face.
Ah.
They took the realm. They took it all. But they don't know what it is. They don't know what they have.
Hope flashes in her eyes as she tries to focus upon you.
Ah.
Those black-ringed dogs. They took the universe, but they don't know what it is. I pray they do not think to try to use it.
She turns away. The ancient temple of Zol Stissa crowns the cliff. Loathsome place. A fragment of memory. Follows that the false goddess betrayed you here. You preached the Devourer's blessings. He would bring them to greatness. Searing pain. A stone hits your shoulder. A sharp crack. Another glances off your skull. Your world turns red.
Ah, the fanatical soul. Hunted by Zol Stissa's followers, he fled back to the outlaw empress with the Devourer's words on his lips. There is no grudge, only a natural order. Predators and prey. She rewarded his sacrifice with a gift only the truly devoted could appreciate.
C'est-à-dire?
The Empress was the Devourer's first champion. She laid the path for those who would follow. You.
Huge, invisible claws seize your throat. Just as you expect your neck to snap, a book materializes in your hands.
A gift of forbidden knowledge for my champion. A mere trinket compared to what I will give you. Your duty on this island is done. 2 pieces of the armor remain in the greatest city ever built by mortals. One lies in the Lizard's Enclave. The other in the hands of
Kem. Putain, Kem, il faut que je le chope. Lui, ça fait déjà plusieurs fois qu'on m'en parle.
The massive presence fades, but you aren't alone. A cold aura lingers nearby as the last ashes fall.
Ok, protecteur de... Ah, il est... Ah, putain.
Statues coming to life?
Ok, ça va. Je m'en vais. Ok, donc lui, il a décidé de me faire chier. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Du coup, la sauvegarde est faite. Je vais aller manger. Et je vous dis tout à l'heure pour du Toulou. La bon appétit. Je reviens vers 20 h.